Hello, nice to see you. How does planning change when you know you already have a 2-goal lead? Can it be just the same as normal?
Nothing changed. Nothing changed. We are respecting them a lot, and we have our own experiences, myself or the players as well in their career. Could happen everything tomorrow. Why? Because it's football match. In 90 minutes can happen out of things. The match can change so quick. And we won there, but we won the last minute in two action we had. It's football. But the respect is massive. The respect of them is massive. The result is for us to follow the same game plan we had there. We are going to play tomorrow 90 minutes, the second 90 minutes, the second leg. We are ready for 90 minutes to compete. We are ready in case it's extra time. And we are ready in case we will need penalty shoot.
You've said quite a few times that the Premier League has to be the club's priority. But where you are now, advanced in these 2 cup competitions as well as the Premier League, how does that affect, or does it affect, the decisions you have to make?
We must separate now each competition. And after it, try to focus each one. And the challenge that we have tomorrow in Champions League is really a huge challenge we are going to face. To achieve something as a club, something for the supporters, something for the history, and something as well as a professional, players, the coaches, myself. But to achieve it is being the challenge tomorrow, thinking everything can happen, and how we will face tomorrow the match, following the same idea we had before, of course, with the result 1-3, but we have to respect because they can score. We have as well some experiences at home against Celtic. We were winning 2-0, and they came back the result in 5 minutes, they draw. And how we are going to face, to prepare, to plan the season from now at the end is really trying to get our best collectively, our best individually, something we didn't achieve this season during the period we are.
Unai, bearing in mind what you've just been saying, how important is it as well that the crowd, who've been so important in your home games in Europe, also don't get under the impression that the tie is won and give you the same loud support from the beginning?
I think the supporters, they know the importance in our process here, not only in Villa Park as well, the support that they were in Bruges. And the environment helping, supporting us is very important. To be motivated, excited, and pushing us to show them our best. Try to get our performances like we are doing in Villa Park, with everything tactically, individually, emotionally as well, to try to connect with our supporters, with our energy, their energy. I think it's a really special moment tomorrow in Villa Park, and we have to be together and we have to enjoy. We have to be getting balance, but emotionally we have to feel it.
Is Martinez and Sensio going to be fit?
They are in the squad, both.
Is there any other injuries that you're worried about?
Onana as well is coming back in the squad. Barkley is not. Malen and Andres, they aren't. And other players, I think, being in the squad, of course, hopefully we can have every player available to play everything we need.
Just to pick up on something you said earlier, Unai, so you've practiced penalties then, and you're ready if that's a possibility?
And how we can practice penalties is difficult, because the really practice only is in the moment we are going to shoot. How the players can feel comfortable, strong, and ready to shoot in the moment, in the competition moment. We can practice in the training ground, but never is the same. The most important answer we can have about the penalty shooter is through their penalty shoot had before. This is our really information we can get about the penalty shooter for the moment we will have, maybe tomorrow.
Unai, you've used a lot of different combinations in attack this season. The one who's always been there has been Rodgers. What is it that he offers you particularly that you feel you can't do without?
Now, how is going and changing the football? I appreciate a lot the players being versatile, playing different positions, understanding tactically everything. And one of them in our squad is clearly Morgan Rogers, as well John McGinn. And this versatility, and of course performing like we are needing always, is really very important. And sometimes I am pushing as well some other players to be versatile or to adapt, being versatile as well in case we will need. And not every player they are ready to do it, but with John McGinn, with Morgan Rogers, they are really being always positive, and this versatility is really very important for us. And the last match as well, we played in different positions with Morgan. He played striker, 10 number, striker, right side, left side, and he's always performing very well because he's a player understanding tactically everything we are planning, and of course he has qualities as well to do it. And the importance he has now is really always trying to improve. Always I am pushing him to get more of him, but physically as well he is more or less keeping the level we needed until today, and hopefully tomorrow as well he can be ready to play 90 minutes, and in case less, of course, performing like he's doing.
Unai, in 1982, when the club last won the European Cup, they won 6 matches after beating Bayern Munich. If you win tomorrow, it will be 7. What does that say about your squad and what they've achieved this season if they win tomorrow?
Of course, we have our challenges, our vision of how we want to increase our level and achieving different objectives, and we are now involving in it. And to play this Champions League is being fantastic, but my objective is try to be consistent, playing in Euro and playing in Champions League. And everything we are achieving, of course, is because we are in a new way and in a new demand, starting for the owners, starting for the club, starting for everything we are trying to set inside. And I think the supporters, they are in the same way. To keep it is difficult. And this is the challenge I have. I think you can remember my objective here my objective here firstly when I arrived here was to be contender for trophies, to play in Europe. Maybe even the first objective I had when I arrived here was to be in Europe. And we got it last year, this year, and to be contender for a trophy. Last year we were in conference being contender, but we lost the semi-final. This year we in FA Cup. We are now in Champions League as well. And everything we are doing, of course, hopefully we can keep for a long time. And this is the challenge. I know the club was, after they won the Cup of Europe, they were for a long time not achieving the demands we are now setting in the club to be in Europe, to be contender for trophies. But everything we are doing, of course, is being important, but I want more.
Hi, Unai. You've obviously had some brilliant results already in this competition in the first half of the season, but after the business you did in January, do you feel you are even stronger now and maybe have a better balance than you did in the first half of the season?
Of course, always, every team, we want to improve and we want to get better in each process we are doing. But we have to see it on the field. We have to really show it. We are doing that at the moment, more or less, I think we are getting better. But we are under our some expectation in Premier League, and we have to try to get the balance for the next weeks and months in Premier League. But of course, everything we are doing in Champions League and FA Cup is being fantastic. And to keep it is our challenge now, because I don't want to stop. I want to try to get something more. But it's going to be very difficult, starting for tomorrow. And we know how the we have to be in case or in the process we have to get to achieve our collective and individual objective in the next weeks.
Encouraging news that Asensio is in the squad. Could I just ask you about how important it was for you to bring in somebody like him that's won this competition 3 times? That change in mentality, has that made a difference? Have you felt that?
I think the experience the players have is important, but they have to use the experiences again doing something. And the matches he played, he's showing us as well. His adaptation is going very well, and he's adding us his qualities, his mentality, his wishes, his choice to be here with us. And tomorrow is the next challenge we have with him, and he has as well with us.